The next crypto reserve currency is Litecoin. And if Bitcoin is digital gold, Litecoin is considered digital silver. Now, Litecoin was founded in 2011 by a programmer named Charlie Lee. And I'm mentioning his name because in late 2017, he liquidated all of his holdings. So if you're thinking about buying Litecoin, just understand that the incentives of the founder might not be aligned with your investment. Another thing to consider about Litecoin is that everything is 4 times Bitcoin. It's a fork of Bitcoin's original blockchain, which accounts for 4 times the amount of currency in circulation and 4 times the speed of block creation. Bitcoin blocks are created once every 10 minutes. Litecoin blocks are created once every 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Bitcoin has 21 million outstanding coins. Litecoin has 84 million. And what this is intended to is to speed up transaction speeds. And so this is a lightweight client or a lightweight use of Bitcoin that can have faster scalability and adaptability. So the next crypto reserve currency I'm going to talk about is Ripple. Now, Ripple isn't really a cryptocurrency. You have to understand that Ripple is not blockchain based. It's used by a group of shared databases which are mostly owned by the banks to settle transactions. And one thing to keep in mind about Ripple is that there's no scarcity value. The Ripple founders have said they have the capacity to print 100 billion of the XRP tokens. And in the Bitcoin world, you have scarcity value. Bitcoin can only issue 21 million tokens. So far, 18 million have been issued. In Ripple, you've got 50 billion outstanding tokens. Its supply could potentially double. And the founders have also noted that they have the capacity to print even more if necessary. What I will tell you about Ripple is that in late 2017, when the cryptocurrency markets were really rallying, the price of Ripple went from 25 cents to about $5. And that left a lot of blockchain experts really scratching their head because, like I said, there's not much scarcity value in Ripple tokens. What happened was, and what we think happened, was that when new users entered the crypto asset space, they looked at all the prices on CoinMarketCap of different cryptocurrencies they could buy, and they saw Bitcoin at 12,000 or 13,000, and then they saw Ripple at 25 cents. So in the newbie investor's mind, they might look at something being 25 cents as more valuable than something that's priced at 10,000. And they didn't even consider that there's no scarcity value to Ripple. And so speculators drove the price of Ripple up to a price that, and a market cap that almost eclipsed Bitcoin's. And since then, the market value has fallen dramatically. But just know that sometimes things can be really irrational in the crypto asset space. Now, the last crypto reserve currency is Tether. Now, Tether is a controversial project that tries to become something of a crypto fiat currency. And what I mean by that is Tether tries to be pegged to the US dollar. And why is this important? Well, in the crypto space, if you were to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum and move that Bitcoin or Ethereum onto an exchange and trade it for another altcoin, you can't trade your altcoin back for US dollars. It's just not supported. What you can do, if your exchange has tethers on them, you can sell your altcoin and move into Tether, which is supposed to be a stable coin and represent the value of the US dollar. Now, there's supposed to be $1 in Tether's bank accounts for every 1 USDT that's been printed. And it's controversial because it's closely linked to the Bitfinex exchange. However, we haven't had an audit of Tether's books for the last 5 months. So time will tell if they're really purporting how much USDTs there are as value there is in the bank account. The last part of the crypto asset space are altcoins. Now, altcoins are named that because they're alternative cryptocurrencies. Altcoin terminology first came as an alternative to Bitcoin, but now altcoins refer to basically anything that's not the reserve currencies. There's 1,500 altcoins and growing, and in fact, 3 to 4 are printed almost every single day. Now, what's important to know about altcoins is they have a higher beta than the reserve currencies and a much higher beta than Bitcoin. And what that means is, if you look at a correlation between an asset and another one, a higher beta means that an altcoin will move more than any reserve currencies because it carries a lot more risk and they're more speculative. So that's something to keep in mind when you're looking at investing in altcoins, that they do tend to carry more risk than the reserve currencies. So that concludes our section on crypto reserve currencies. Now you should be able to compare the different crypto reserves and be able to differentiate the value and usefulness of these crypto reserves.